It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. His first carry. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Hines. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From midfield, here's Allen. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Connor Duggar who puts it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That after getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They run with Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, you're already trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5.
From the 41, Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Patriots add 8-3 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and caught by Henry. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. He completes it to Henry. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Hines. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Hines. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Pats will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up along with him. Allen now on 1st down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. These two AFC East rivals, Buffalo and New England, and the Bills, they've kind of flipped the script the last few years in this series. The Patriots own the division for so long, won 16 times in 17 years. But it's the Bills who have captured the title the last 2 years, and they crushed the Pats in the wild card round last year, you might remember, in Buffalo, 47-17. A final shot before half for Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll run for it. Cook. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Harris running straight ahead. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That'll be a New England 1st down and gain of 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A run with Harris out of the... Oh, he put him on the carpet, a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. Number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there, give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jacoby Myers, 65 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score is Bills 34, Bills 6.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down now, it's Hines. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. To throw, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return is Jones. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after the rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Allen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is gonna take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the...
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Marcus Jones. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Operating from the gun, Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And give him a gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Allen will try to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the give, this is Harris, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Bulldozes past him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run again with Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder